Hi friends, so we are here at Westwood on the construction site of the new campus school here. Currently, we're in Unit B. This is an active construction site, so you might hear some fun noises. But as you can see, Unit B is coming along very quickly. Right now, they're working on getting the roof on top of Unit B here, which means that once the roof is on, they can start doing some of the details in the inside. So in terms of this school, Unit A has their masonry all the way up. It's under roof, and there's currently all of the fun walls going on the inside. This one is maybe a week or so away from the roof being on, and then they're really gonna go hard working on the inside. Unit C is our two-story portion, and they're working pretty hard on that one too. They've gotten all the way up to the first floor, so then they're setting the floor for the second floor on that one. And once they do that, during the winter, they can really start to get some of the same walls going on the first floor of that unit. From there, they're going to, hopefully in the spring then, be able to finish the walls on that, get the final roof on of it, and really go in on making all the walls, all the details, everything going on for that. So this school will then, in that timeline, open next year. So this is Unit C. This is the two-story portion. They're working on building the walls up to the first floor, like I said, so they can get that first floor on to be able to start working on the interior of the first floor, while the second floor maybe has to hold off a little bit if the weather gets too cold, because they need certain temperatures to work with the weather in the masonry and the grout that's needed. So they're hoping that they can get that done before the cold winter really hits here in Ohio, and that's looking pretty feasible for now. So because of the unique site that we have here at Westwood, one of the things that we did to get everything to fit and work in conjunction with everything that's on the site, we have this curve in the building. So as the other schools have a central spine, this one has this curved central spine that's the same radius as it goes throughout, so everything sort of branches off of it. So this is Unit A. As you can see, and maybe here it's a little bit different. There's temporary heating going on here since the roof is on, and they have temporary coverings on the windows. So as you can see, we have a lot more going on in here than just walls. All of the plumbing, the mechanical is going on as well. You can see the metal studs for the gypsum walls going up. They're just having every contractor that can work in here while it's covered and it's nice and warm and it's suitable for that throughout the winter. So now we are at Eastern Heights at the construction of the new Eastern Heights campus school. As you can see right now, we're in front of the two-story portion, and you can see just how much it's progressing. Here at this building, all of the walls are at their full height and the roofs are on. And they've progressed to putting the veneer, which is the brick, on. So you can see they have most of this brick done. Some of the places where there's not, there's going to be metal panel. But they have most of this side done, and then on the other side they're also working on it as well. That's really important to do and get done before the winter months because the two-story places take a lot longer. So you want to do the quicker spots in the spring before the school opens. All right, so now we're inside of the structure that's coming along in Eastern Heights. Right now we're in the cafeteria, so I'll take you on just a quick little tour of what we have going on so far. So if we come down this way, it's set up pretty similar to Northwood. Again, it's one of our large campus schools, so they're kind of situated the same. So as we come down, here we get to one of our gymnasiums. So you can see this is how it starts out, and then similar to Northwood is how it ends up, which is a pretty awesome engineering and design feat for it to come from this to that. So here you can see we have a lot of the utilities going in. You see a lot of the mechanical work. There's a lot of pipes going in here for the plumbing, and we even have some of the technology and electrical coming in through here with the cable tray. So this one is, because it's under roof, a lot of this stuff can happen. A lot of the walls can go in, and then eventually, you know, they'll move on to the floor work and things like that. So there's plumbing going in, the restrooms are being done, everything is starting to get finished off now that it is under roof, and there's temporary heating in here so they can work inside all throughout the winter. So something really cool at this school that we decided to do is where at Northwood, where you have your large gathering stair at the middle school entrance, that was formed by creating the forms out of wood and pouring the concrete. Here what they're doing is they're using these large pieces of structural foam, and this will sit underneath the concrete, and it forms a structure, and then the concrete is poured on top of it. So it's just a different way to construct and build a similar stair. All right, so here we are in one of the future ELAs. As you can see, this wing is one that was under roof first, so we have a lot more that's complete in here. You can see we have the drywall not only up, but they're starting to mud it. You can see we have door and window frames in. This means that a lot of the electrical in the walls is already done. A lot of the piping through the walls is also already done. So they're making really, really good progress in this wing. And soon all of the wings will progress to this, especially throughout the winter while people will be working primarily inside. So right now, as you can see, they're building really close to the existing Eastern Heights. That building will be demolished, but as they're doing that, you can see that they have the tenting up right now. And what this does is it encloses the area in which they're working and putting up the masonry veneer. And that allows them to be able to heat the space to give them the temperatures that they need to be able to use the grouting and such to put up that masonry. So this helps with our timeline in the long run, so that when spring hits and the temperatures are typically better, they can work on other parts of the building. Okay, so right now we are in the kindergarten wing. As you can see, we're at the stud level right now. So they're working on putting in all the electrical for it, any plumbing that needs to go through these walls, and then the drywall will go up like we saw in the other wing. This school, right now we're in December shooting this, and this school is planning on being open for the 2021 school year. So it may seem like there's a lot to go, but there's also a little bit of time for that to happen, especially since this is under roof. That means that a lot can go on during the winter, which is really good for our timeline.